Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays Darkest Dungeon. I'm just thinking we may have a small, and it's not a big problem, it's just a small problem. Oh, our antiquarian's on a quest for enlightenment, apparently. The small problem is we have level 3 bosses to kill, but we have no level 3 to 4 healers. So I think we need to get Montague up to the next level. Although we have a cove boss to kill as well. What's your foible? Night blindness. Okay, it's not that bad. Like, we have medium bosses, like a decent number of medium bosses to kill, but we need to get a healer up to that level first before it'll be possible, because we just lost our healer, Alpaca Patrol, to level 5, which is good. It's great that he's up there, but at the same time, puts us in a bit of a weird spot. So I think we do a level 1 boss to get our occultist up high enough. We're gonna have to do the level 1 boss at some point. We might as well do it now. Kill the sodden crew. The vengeful wraiths threaten to drag all we've built down into their domain of darkness. Give them a sailor's death once and for all. You have sacrificial stab, weird reconstruction, vulnerability hacks, demon's pull. Fairly par for the course, except no abyssal artillery. I think that's fine. Why don't you like the number 4 spot? Oh, you can't use sacrificial stab there. So in our number 4 slot, we would have to use like a jester or a level 0 arbalist. Ew. Although it's like a second healer, and I like all these skills. I mean, we could try. And then probably a level 0 Hellion up front? No. Maybe our Houndmaster, who works well from the second position. Not a great damage output necessarily. And then Mathis 4.0, and if we bought Duelist Advance, point blank shot, Duelist Advance, point blank shot, Duelist Advance. That might be what we want to take, but I'm of no false illusions here. Whoops. I should say I'm just of no illusions. Wait, no. Guild. Guild Nye, the science guy. There we go. I'm under no illusion that we're gonna be, you know, in a great spot on this mission. I think it's more likely that we'll be a little bit of a scary spot. I just want to see your skills. 3, 3, 3, 3. 2, 2, 2, 2, which means we actually should be able to take you to the guild. It'll be like maybe a couple of grand to get you leveled up here, but a couple thousand to have a better chance of beating the boss, I think is good. And then we got 2 level 1s, so we can't upgrade their skills anyway, I think. And then who would we have in the number 1 slot? Mathis. Yeah. And he'd be bouncing back and forth. Kind of nerfs our Houndmaster slightly, but it's not necessarily bad. Unequip all trinkets. Sort by rarity. Okay. Anything that does bonus damage against Eldritch is going to be good. But first off, extra damage on range skills I think is worth it, even with the corresponding melee cost. Then, anything that gives you extra damage against Eldritch would be sweet. Forget what those were, though. That's why I'm mousing through them. Solar Crown is always a nice kind of backup. Plus 10% damage to range skills. That's okay. And what about this? Plus 25% damage against Eldritch. That seems like acceptable here, considering that a Highwayman is pretty likely to be our best damage dealer. Okay, then we have the Houndmaster. Virtue Chance I don't think matters that much. Extra HP. Oh, your accuracy's already pretty low, though. I don't want to make that lower. Plus 15% damage. Okay, that seems great. And then, if I could get something that gives you extra accuracy. Oh, but that's only accuracy due to your disease. Hold up. The fits. Plus 3 speed, minus 5 accuracy, minus 5% crit. Yo, it'd be really good to heal that. Maybe when we get this guy up to the next level, the Bounty Hunter. Oh, and 2 levels away, the Bounty Hunter could take him. That's unfortunate. Give him better accuracy on melee attacks, which is what I assume the dog attacks are, although they could be ranged. I have no idea. At least this makes the stun better, but sure, that's a little wonky, I'll admit. I think I really want to give you better heals. And then maybe... Virtue's not that relevant. Better dodge at lower accuracy? I don't know. Your accuracy is fairly important, I guess. What are the other one I usually give you is like extra speed, or extra dodge, lower speed. I think that's actually a pretty nice one. And then finally, our Arbalist from the start of this. Better damage in position 4, better debuff chance. I mean, it's mostly just damage at this point. Maybe even more damage and less HP? We're gonna try. We start with 2 dog treats here. I'm not super stoked to be going after a second boss so soon after Vidal Sassoon, after the one we just did, but I think, you know, I looked at it and I was trying to be realistic about it. It seems like the most sensible option. Because at some point we're going to need to take out all these easy bosses to beat the game, I think, or at least we might as well to see the content. And you know what, we'll stack up nice anti-bleeds here and embark. The Cove is no joke, man.
Prying eyes had become a nuisance along the old road, and so I undertook to receive my most curious deliveries by way of marine shipments. A sheltered jetty was accessible by a narrow stone stair off the back of the manor, and a discreet system of pulleys could hoist even the heaviest prizes up the rock face from a securely tied dinghy below.
Hoist. I'm not trying to insult Wayne July. His voice works amazing. It's just, it titillates me.
Chained and drowning for eternity.
Okay, so I have no idea what to expect from the Sodden crew here. I'm just gonna... I have a squad that can pretty much hit any spot. It's not exclusively like a melee squad or anything like that. In fact, if anything, it seems mostly ranged. But, now that I think about it, those dog attacks have to be considered ranged attacks. That melee one is probably next to worthless, but, good. We surprised them. Most important thing, we have what should be a decent regular healer kill the stress damagers. So if we can kill the Doomsayer, or the Madman, even instead of using a stun, I think that's the right call. Yo, Houndmaster seems pretty dope in conjunction with a Bounty Hunter as well, but that's neither here nor there right now. 10 damage, okay. And a bleed. The bleed does 2 damage per round, so we only need to hit him for 2. What can we hit him with that'll hit him for 2? With you. Bolus is not gonna hit him. I think we have to use an attack, unfortunately, to kill him. Like, I think we maybe should use Demon's Pull. Oh, that's real bad. Okay, I do think the point-blank shot is probably the best here. This is not how I wanted it to go, though. Wait a minute, this isn't how I go! And it's only 11 damage, which is on the lower end of things. Yeah, this was not great. We'll sniper shot this guy, so at least we killed one of them. But I'd say that was a pretty shitty first set of rolls for us there, and we're probably going to find ourselves in a bit of a tight spot as a result. But that's what the camping's for. Good, nice resists, at least. Barnacle Barrier is going to protect the Pelagic Grouper. We might be able to test whether or not it'll dissipate that with the stun here, which is basically our best move up here, I think. Because we're at the front anyway. That stun did totally remove the barrier, which is awesome. So now we can focus down that unit at the back if we want to. Do we want to? Maybe? Certainly seems like it might not be the worst idea right now. After we get out of combat, I have to take off Duelist Advance. That's my bad. I didn't realize it was still on. Bleed resist is actually pretty good. Open Vein hurts you a little bit, but not that much. What about you? Your bleed resist is bad. I can hit for 6 to 12, or 5 to 9 with a good chance to bleed for a little bit more. Kind of like that better. And I think we go for the pull on this guy. And the idea is that it clears the corpse as well. Unlikely, I guess, that the corpse is going to be that big of a deal, but still. Yeah, it was a mistake to not equip Duelist Advance, but at least I figured it out on combat that looks like it's going relatively okay right now. It just sucks that our Houndmaster's up at the front, you know, doing nothing. You can't really use Hound's Rush, so... I mean, we can stun this guy, and if we just keep trading stuns back and forth... Oh, he's going to bleed anyway. But if we just keep trading stuns back and forth, we can keep this going for a little while. And not really suffer that much. But Octocestus does a lot of damage and bleeds, I think. We resisted the bleed, thankfully. I think you just go Sacrificial Stab and you just, you know, whittle this guy down. Blind Fire. Sadly, way too true to its name right there. Luckily, we still get to go first. Hopefully it stuns. It did. So we could actually take a turn to heal or something if we want, but I really did not expect that to deal 0 damage. That's really funny, actually. All right. Well, it went fine. I'd say we're still in a good position. Now, Mathis, gotta put on Duelist Advance there, buddy, and then move you back to the front position. All right, now this should be much, much better than it was right there. It would also help if we rolled a little better, but, you know, you only get to complain about RNG when you didn't make a really major mistake, is my perception there. 90, 100, 70, 50. All right, might as well use our Houndmaster. Houndmaster's real close to getting a name that's not Droolin, which is a great name for someone who, you know, works with hounds on a daily basis. It's little drool monsters, man, but, we might be combing our friends list for another name there soon. Luckily, he, dodged that. Mathis, that is. I don't even want to name him Mathis. He is named Mathis like X.0, but it's really just embarrassing at this point that I keep having to get new ones over and over. This could be nasty. Luckily, we did surprise them again. Definitely take out the stress dude at the back if possible. Ooh, that's beautiful. Okay, we got a ton of momentum to start with here. I think you try to pull the guy in the 3rd position. I really undervalued pulls the first times that I played the game. Now I've created a strange situation, but I think it's still good. Might as well kill the guy at the front. He's easier to mess up. Does Bolus debuff? No. Or Bola? No, it does not. Okay, you know what? We're actually just gonna blind fire. Might as well get the buff out of it, and we still got to hit the unit at the front, which we wanted to do anyway. Ooh, that's a nasty crit. 20 stress damage, 15 spread among the other units, and also just, you know, a crit, you know, it did damage. That being said, what's your bleed resist? Pretty low, as is yours. So I think this is a good time for Hound's Harry. If we can bleed that snail, we don't have to do as much damage through the shell. That's really unfortunate. I actually didn't want to crit there. That activates Riposte. I didn't know that. Probably should have used that strategy a little earlier. But I didn't want to kill him there because I wanted to make sure we got a heal out of it, but I guess so be it. Barnacle-crusted chest. Barnacle Man lives his life in a garbage can. They had a fight. Mathis wins. That'll be the day. Stress Wave. I don't like when the enemies get to go first, but all's fair in love and war, I guess. We should probably try to take out a unit that hasn't attacked yet, is my thinking, even though this unit does stress damage. Since he got to go first, I kind of feel like we should take out the units that haven't gotten a chance to go. Maybe save ourselves some damage. We also did great there on the heal. Healed for 14. And then our occultist got stunned, but hopefully it won't matter because we'll just have these units killed before the occultist gets a chance to go anyway. Blind Fire I like to use instead of Sniper Shot there. I think it's slightly lower accuracy, but it also gives us the buff. Although I'm not sure if it'll last till our next combat anyway. Alright, we're leaving that fight probably a little better than we found it, so I'm happy about that. Might as well eat a little.
Brought low and driven into the mud.
No, we might as well not eat. We might as well drop nothing, maybe? Yeah, let's drop nothing. Although Holy Water we might be able to use for something. I'm not as concerned about the economy as I am just about survival here. Oh, I'm glad that makes one of us. That was my impression of an adult who is worried about the national economy. I'm not making fun of that. It's a very sensible thing to be concerned about. You know, it does affect your entire life. But it makes an easy opportunity for a cheap joke as well. I think we are actually about to fight the boss. So we'll kill these guys and then camp. It's not a short mission, but it is a level 1 mission, so we wouldn't expect it to be too tough. And if we're only healing stress damage, that's not really a problem. I mean, we don't have too much here. So I think we go for the Hound's Rush again. It's perfect on the dice rolls there. I appreciate it. Instead of doing a pull, I think what I actually want to do here is go for a sacrificial stab. Here's my reasoning. First off, crit chance is really good, but also, I want to save point blank for an enemy that we could kill with one hit that we couldn't kill with any other hit than point blank shot. And then we should be able to finish the job there with a sniper shot instead of a blind fire. And, you know, we did leave one unit alive, but it's a pretty great situation nonetheless, I think. Assuming we get to go first here at least, and then you throw out a blackjack, stun him up. Maybe that gives you a chance to throw out a heal. Heal for 16. If he bleeds, but his bleed resist is real good, apparently. We get a riposte that's active for 2 rounds, and you know what? Why not throw out another heal here? It's not really that good, but it got the job done, and we're looking, again, even better than we were when we first started this off here. So, try to land a Hound's Harry just for shits and giggles. We're so close to the end, I think we crack torches and then drop a stack. Take the leper ability too. I know I can't hold it. Okay. Do we drop the bandages? I think we dropped the 1 shovel. Let's drop the holy water first. Then we'll take this. This is only worth 250, so that's fine. I think holding onto the shovel is sensible. Oh, we have way more space left than I thought. We actually had two rooms left. So we're going to do this one. And then camp. And then fight the sodden crew. We could still lose, but I think it's probably unlikely at this point. Unless the enemies are, you know, the likes of which I've never seen before. I am going to crack that and then get rid of my torches in order to take the gold. I doubt we're going to be able to use the key. So that might prove to be a little bit of a dangerous decision, but it's all in the name of the almighty prophet. I think we should have saved our holy water, it looks like. I'm assuming that could be used on that. Hound's Rush again. Oh, that's bad. So now he's going to get to go. Hit us with a not insignificant amount of stress. Enough that we need to take care to deal with it during our camping phase. Man, this is... this combat's gone a little off the rails right off the bat. They got to do 4 when I only got to do 1, and all theirs hit and mine missed, unfortunately. But now it's our time to shine. Okay, so we point blank this guy. He's dead, only just, but still. It would be best to kill the stress guy if possible. So maybe do a sniper shot. Oh, that's beautiful. And then probably try to pick up a KO if possible. Oh, he was stunned, I guess. I was gonna say pick up a KO if possible on Deep Stinger. Because Hound's Harry's not getting any kills. But I guess, well, Blackjack Pelagic Grouper. My apologies for that misspeech there. Salty Gouge doesn't stun, but might debuff. Oh, it bleeds. You know what? I'm actually happy. That gives us a chance to finally use a bandage here. No, don't use Weird Reconstruction. You're in a better position to use Sacrificial Stab. Probably go for the unit you're more likely to kill. And we barely got it, so I am glad that we made that decision there. And we'll go for a Duelist Advance. Ooh, that's alright. We still get the riposte, I'm sure. And then we do that and take a blind fire shot, which should hit you if it hits anybody. Gives us a small buff. And you know what? Let's stun if possible. Don't kill. Ah, it killed. I guess it didn't really matter that much. We might as well eat 2 food.
So too will resistance.
So that we can take 2 food. And then what is this? Fish Idol. I don't think so. I don't think so, Tim. We're gonna rest here and then
circle in the dark.
Heal as much as possible. I think we should just stress heal and buff ourselves. Like +2 speed is pretty good. Therapy Dog. Reduce stress by 10. Nice. We could reduce his own stress by 20. So I think we buff Mathis. What do we want? Extra damage on range skills or extra damage on melee skills? We want extra damage on range skills. For sure. Then I don't really want to reduce torchlight there. I guess we give +2 speed and then lower somebody's stress damage? Or just reduce your own stress by 20, but you're only at 5 right now. It's kind of a waste. I don't really want to give anybody extra damage, so... You know what? Let's just get, at the cost of my own stress, at least. Let's just give Alpaca Patrol here a little bit less, Alpaca Patrol 2.0 a little bit less stress. And we have been buffed for combat. Hopefully we don't get ambushed. That's pretty good luck, I'd say. We are now coming up to our boss fight. I wish we didn't have combat in advance of it, but, you know, life goes on. I think he's stunned. I know that there's a running joke that, you know, that's my answer to everything in this game. Is, I think on this turn we're going to stun. I think on this turn we're going to stun. But it really is a decent opening move in a lot of circumstances. I hate that it took us 3 attacks to kill that guy, but I think it is a decent opening move a lot of the time. Why not do blind fire to at least get the buff? We're gonna whichever one we hit doesn't matter to me. Turns out we probably should have done Hound's Rush. We might have found ourselves killing that unit in 1 less action, which would have been nice, but we take 4 damage and get debuffed. But we should be gone before that debuff really matters. These guys have low bleed resist, so we'll do 1 to 0 damage, but at least bleed them to lower the barrier to entry to actually killing them. You need to take 2 damage, you're gonna take 2 damage. You need to get hit for 1 more damage, which we will do with a sniper shot. Wow, okay. And everybody else, the other unit's already dead, so it doesn't really matter what we do. We might as well go for the attack. There's no reason not to. Hopefully that debuff is just gone before we get into that boss room. Don't touch the coral, and it is. Oh, we have no torches, right. Here we go, boss fight time. Time to dynamically solve whatever puzzle these guys are throwing out. Okay, that is like a size 4 boss with 2 actions. All hands on deck. Has moved him to the front and spawned a unit. Maybe he's size 3, actually. Size 3. Oh, wa-da-dee-da-doo-da-doo, size 3. You know, honestly, it looks like this guy has basically no resistances, so we might as well just hit the shit out of him. Even more so than marking him. Just go for those high percentage crits. Yeah, Duelist Advance can push him back. Also allows us to riposte, which I don't know how useful that's going to be, but... I mean, we did do like not 2/3, but 1/3 of his HP in 1 turn. I don't mind that. Mutiny. And he really hates Rob 2.0. That was a debuff that apparently didn't work. Heave-ho hit us, debuffed us, we're immobilized, apparently drowning. Really nice visual effect on this. Drink with the dead. 10 stress. And stress to this guy as well. What, are we supposed to like break the chains or something? I don't understand. I think I'll just try to do as much damage as possible in order to get away from this possibility. His move resist, or his resistance to being moved is 100%, so I think we're just going for these crit chances, and all of a sudden, you know, with our best damage dealer out of the system here, this isn't great. He's also, oh, he can still attack. I don't really want to move Rob forward, so I think sadly we'll just go for that. And then, you know, maybe we'll fire Bolus, actually, which should kill the unit at the front and maybe put us in an okay position to, I don't know. This guy keeps healing. I'm starting to get a little frightened here, but I think we'll be fine. Use the bandage, use Bolus. It hits, moved that guy up to the front, killed the unit at the front, which is good. Mathis is no longer immobilized, and now he's in a perfect opportunity to do a point-blank shot. Unless this spawns another enemy, which it will. Ugh. I hate that point-blank shot is never functional for us here. So we effectively did no damage on the last turn, which is obviously really bad. This is better. The pull seems basically worthless. This turn, we're doing much better on the whole damage thing, for sure. I still think we don't do point-blank shot at the unit at the front, because I don't want to move Rob up 1. I mean, it's kind of like we're not even trying to put a bandage over the cut that we've got so far. Nice dodge. But it's working. Although Mathis is certainly finding himself in kind of a stressful position here. If anybody's gonna die, you know it's gotta be Mathis. Drink with the dead. It's just stress, I think, and a little damage, I guess. Maybe he heals off it. Heal for 3. That's not that bad. We'll keep trying to bleed him. That's 6 plus another 2 for bleed. And he heals, unfortunately. Just crit him. You got a 22% crit, man. Next time we should probably have him move back, I guess. Because we're just not killing him quite as quickly as I'd like to. Because he's healing for 3 every turn. Boarding clutch. 3 damage. Spawns another unit? No, it can't because the space is full. We could heal Mathis, but I don't think he needs it yet, honestly. I think we just keep putting on whatever damage we can here to the boss and hopefully getting him killed and stemming the tide of disaster here. He's at 25 HP. It should be pretty conceivable to do this next turn. But Dan's starting to be in a weird position. Alright, you... 4 damage, at least it bleeds. Oh, he resisted. So he's gonna heal. Oh! You gotta move 1 back. That way you can start healing next turn. So we lost on the economy there for sure. 7 damage. That's no joke, man. His resolve is tested. He's become selfish. Man, I think I've mismanaged this one a little bit. But at least he's broken free of the chains. Okay. He could actually point-blank shot now. And in point-blank shooting, he kills that enemy, moves this guy up to the front. Now we can do the stun with our Houndmaster next turn. You take the bandage. You may want to heal our other dude just to keep him alive. You can't heal yourself. But it's only going to heal for like 2, so you know what? Fuck it. Go for the sniper shot. We're going to take care of the problem, not the symptoms of that problem here. Drink with the dead. Little bit of stress, but a very, very little bit of damage, which is perfect. Okay, we go first. He goes first. All hands on deck. He's moved us back to the front, which is real bad. Do you go for the stun? What's the stun chance? 144. Stun his ass. It at least takes 1 action away from him. Now, Mathis, what are you doing? Probably a pistol shot, sadly. Although I would really, really like to have you not do that. But we finally got them killed. Okay, everyone's gonna be fine. But I wish that this had gone a little bit better. You know what? Just do some eating quickly. At least we finished this boss off. I don't know if we have any more early game bosses to worry about. I should have used the dog bones, man. I never use the dog bones. There you go. Take your trinkets. Get the heck out of here. It went okay. And the most important thing is, did we get our occultist to the next level? Yes, we did. So he can totally be our healer next time. Although, -5 accuracy, minus 10% damage, minus 10% HP is pretty horrible. For now, though, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.